What's up, y'all? Gerald here, creator of Gospel Chops and your host for this YouTube channel, back with another video. Now, I don't know if you've noticed, but things are getting hot in the presidential election of 2024. So much so that the black vote is becoming prominent. It's becoming more relevant than ever before. Why? Because both parties seem to be fighting, seem to be battling for that vote. That vote that has historically been dedicated to the Democratic Party. That vote that has been taken for granted for decades by the Democratic Party. Seems like under this new push by President Trump, he's making a relevant effort to go after the black vote. And it seems to be working by all of the polls that I've seen. I mean, he went to the Bronx, met with the people. He went to Detroit, met with the people, went to Philly, met with the people. Y'all, I wouldn't be surprised if Donald Trump shows up in the south side of Chicago or the west side. Come on, come to East Oakland, Donald Trump. Go to South LA, Houston, Dallas. Seems like Donald Trump is on a tour that most of these rappers go on. It's a hood tour. But the difference is he's not taking any vote for granted. He's getting out there, he's touching the people, he's listening to what they have to say, and here go the Democrats in their typical response. Y'all, they done unleashed Uncle Ruckus on black folks. Yes, that's right. Fish fry Jim Clyburn is making a full court press going after the black vote. Seems kind of pitiful. As pitiful as Joe Biden and his dementia. Makes you question, why would they go this route? Don't you know that Joe Biden is burnt out? Don't you know that Jim Clyburn is burnt out and not respected in the community? Why would you do this? Well, y'all, here we go. It's 2024. I told you it was going to get bad. Jim Clyburn was on MSNBC making his pitch for the black vote. Y'all check this out and tell me what you think about it.
Yes, this campaign this year is all about freedom. The freedom to vote, the freedom to make reproductive choices about one's own body, the freedom to pursue education, to pursue what is great about this country. So I've been saying to people, I think I said earlier this morning on this network, that this campaign this year is about freedoms versus favors. We've got a president who is doing what is necessary to unleash this country's greatness in a way that people will be free to pursue their dreams and aspirations. We've got the other side.
No offense, but if you still think stocks, real estate, or crypto are the best passive income investments in today's economy, I'm sorry, but you got it wrong.
Who seek to be their dreams and aspirations. We've got the other side who seek to find favor with people. I'm going to be your retribution if you do not favor me. We have the results coming in from elections now, where it's all about vengeance. It's all about you do a favor for me, I'll do a favor for you. That's not Joe Biden. Joe Biden is about what this country fundamentally has attempted to pursue. And it is a pursuit. We're not a perfect nation and we'll never be perfect. But we should always be in pursuit of that perfection. And so when I hear people say that we as a black people, as a family, we're better off doing Jim Crow than we are today, and blaming it on the Department of Health, Education, and Welfare, which no longer exists, but did exist at the time, and President Lyndon Johnson. How could you say that the president that signed the Civil Rights Act of 1964, the Voting Rights Act of 1965, the president gave us Medicare, Medicaid, the Higher Education Act, the Elementary, Secondary, and Education Act, that those are the things that broke up the family. So you're much better being together enslaved than to pursue your happiness or even your country's greatness with independence and freedoms. That, to me, defines what this campaign this year is all about. But it's when people say they don't know what Joe Biden has done, I ask them to come with me and see what he has done.
And I didn't mean to interrupt you. I apologize for the satellite delay, but Donald Trump says that he is the best president for Black Americans since Abraham Lincoln. And in a new poll from the USA Today, Suffolk has President Biden down with Black voters in the battleground states of Michigan and Pennsylvania, significant drops from where he stood in 2020. You told Politico you don't understand these polls. We don't have to believe the polls. They've been wrong before. But there does seem to be a lack of enthusiasm and some anecdotal evidence that Donald Trump, who was, in Detroit just a few days ago in a Black church, although mostly white people in the congregation that day, seems to be making a concerted effort to try to appeal to Black voters.
Oh, sure, he's making a concerted effort, and that's fine. When I ask voters to compare the records, I was born and raised in the hospital, and my father used to preach often, preach from the, I guess, the 7th chapter of the book of Matthew, where we are informed that we should know them by their deeds, not their words. So I don't care what is said to you. Look at what they are doing. When you have a person running for president who became angry that Senator John McCain, because he cast a deciding vote to allow us to increase health insurance for people in this country, about 20 million more people with health insurance than had it before. His anger was he wanted to get rid of the Affordable Care Act. So I ask anybody in this country, Black or white, do you think you're better off without the Affordable Care Act? And that's what this man says he's delivered for African Americans. I asked them to show me one single substantive thing that he has done that would make Black Americans proud to be a part of his effort. Not what he has said, because if he can tell you that he's the greatest president for African Americans since Abraham Lincoln, that is a bigger lie than he's told by the January 6th, on January 6th, about the elections of 2020. So just listen to these people with all these platitudes and listen to his minions out here mouthing off this stuff. We have to be very careful because this is all about miscommunication, disinformation, and that is what caused me great pause, because I know the power of the media. And the power of the media repeating these things rather than reporting what is actually happening, that is what's causing the problem. People feel depressed. And if you depress enough people, you can suppress their votes. And that's why I'm running around the country. I'm going to Georgia this weekend to spend 2 days down there reminding people of what this man did for the 4 years that he was in office, and ask him when he comes to you, if this is what you would do for me next year, why didn't you do it for me the 4 years that you had it at your control to do so?
And there you have it, y'all. Uncle Ruckus with the full court press on the Black community, trying to sell the unsellable, trying to pitch the unpitchable in order to keep that Black vote in-house and on the plantation. He takes credit for giving the Black vote to Joe Biden in 2020. Well, they went to the old playbook when they saw things were slipping. And they said, unleash the Kraken. Unleash Jim Clyburn on Black folk. He'll get it done for us. Is that what y'all think? He'll get it done? Y'all let me know in the comments what you think about this and old Uncle Jim Fish Fry Clyburn making his fastball pitch to the Black community. I find it disrespectful and disingenuous at best. Y'all let me know. I'd like to know what you think about this topic. And don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and share the video so we can get more people involved in the conversation, y'all. And like I always say, always remember and never forget, without the gospel, it's just chops. Until next time, peace.